like organization, it's a key to a proper Morning Stew is the show, forget the people in one car. Like when we want a strong united front in front of enemy, or when groove off we hold our reverence and praise the Lord. Whether a brother in our yard, from radio are the same. Organization is the name, centralization is the game. Even though this is no game, it is a crying shame when the people can't even mobilize in a proper way. So we need to organize and start communicate. Lisa love set yourself straight, check out the slate upon the plate. Frisco need to organize and start conceptualize and put the plans in motion so we can start to actualize. Organize. We need to organize. Organization is the key to the building of a station. Organize. It better to organize. To organize it is the key, just like a proper education. Organize. And make we flex wise. Tell the youth them feel reflect from wrong and heal Selassie I. Analyze and organize and spiritually mobilize. We need salvation, no need no mansion in the sky. The Morning Stew. Lisa Love, the Groove Master, and Mr. Frisco. Big up. 96.5, let me fly. Always make the people organize and centralize and strategically mobilize. Element of surprise. After we don't do no small fries. Watch the rise. Watch Rastafari. Get over. Make Babylon turn over. Get run over. Moving with the mover, organizing centralized, highly isolated.
Chicken fried rice.
Want to have a two to go.
Chicken fried rice. Yo, what up, man? Today's Friday, man. This is the Morning Stew. Today is the 25th.
Mm-hmm. 6 more days to go.
Unwrap the gifts.
Yeah. 6 more days till Halloween.
Oh, that's what it is. Steve the Groove and myself, the one man army.
Yes, Mr. Frisco.
Inside the Free Flower Fridays.
That's right. We got some rain last night. Yeah.
Yep.
There it is. That's right.
Straight
up. On Christmas colors. Red and white.
Free Flower Fridays.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, there was some rain afoot.
There is still rain afoot up this side.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, things are happening. It's not like there's one lead thing out in not too far away where they look for try develop.
Yeah. Remember we spoke about that yesterday.
Oh yes.
Something next week. Friday, Saturday again.
But because we not got no papers, we say nothing. We can't get out and say this the Bible. Put this in on a book, we got this so everybody understand tomorrow. You know. But yeah, that's what they go on, man. So they're gonna keep an eye on that. Like I say, want to say condolences going out to Louis Sweets Martinez. I don't know the gentleman, but apparently he's a big baller out in the Kaya side. And apparently he had a heart attack during a five-a-side football game that was going on, for the start of the Christmas tournament. And apparently, sometime during the game, he wasn't feeling well. He told them he wasn't feeling well, and he collapsed. They tried to get him to the hospital, but unfortunately, he passed away. So we want to say condolences to his family and his teammates and everybody that knows this gentleman. Apparently, he was a well-loved, well-liked person. Yeah. So condolences to you. Yeah. So were you there? I know this is at all.
Right, I'm ready. Reset the
stream. You did it? Yo, tell me something. Where you think the phrase, everybody says, come on, you must be pulling my leg. Where do you think the phrase come from? You must be pulling my leg.
You must be what?
You must be pulling my leg.
Pulling my leg. I don't know.
Well, that came from back in the day when they used to hang people.
Ooh.
The hangman used to literally go and pull their leg, make sure they properly hang.
That is dark.
Yeah. Let me see. Stealing my thunder. That was my favorite one. You know what? Stealing my thunder. Why are you stealing my thunder?
Mm-hmm.
Like, taking away my accolades.
Yeah.
There was some guy who wrote a play way back in the days, and he created a sound of thunder, an artificial thunder. They did the play, and the play, did good, but the play stopped. And a few years later, there was another play. What was this play called? Let me see. Macbeth. I guess you all might have heard Macbeth.
Mm-hmm.
Well, during the play of Macbeth, there was a thunder roar. And this guy got, now see here, you're stealing my thunder. That's my thunder. And that's how that phrase came about. Raining cats and dogs. I never understood that. You know where raining cats and dogs came from? Back in the old days when we had big rainstorms, the cats and the dogs and the chicken, they used to go up into the rafters of thatch houses. And sometimes it rained so much that the thatch come off and the cats and the dogs will start falling. So it's raining cats and dogs. That was pretty good, I thought.
Yeah, it's raining cats and dogs.
I like the stealing my thunder, though.
Heffalumps and woozles.
Yeah, man. Just as say, ain't no there is it, no entanglement. Unless there is a definite threat of something occurring, he will not be holding hands as these two go through their entanglement situation. And
if you want to make a case for yourself,
yes,
and the case you're trying to make for yourself based on what your opponents are accusing you of being, going around threatening the media isn't something you would want to do, because then all that does is it shines the light on exactly what they're saying.
Pardon the pun.
You try threatening me there now with a report. Okay, is there legitimacy? Is what I'm saying.
But one other thing,
but half a slow road, brother. That you want to do now? You want to get the media up against you now?
What happened? I always believe you never quarrel with the man where they cook your food. You never quarrel with the doctor where
I read it yesterday and I was like,
surgery.
That you know, man. I was like, okay.
You don't quarrel with the person you might have to call to protect you all these days.
Dude, that would then they accuse you of being that type of individual, vindictive and dictator-like. And here you come now threatening me. Don't do that, don't say that, or else I'll shake my liars on you.
Oh, you never heard that one there?
That you want to do? You want to threaten the media now for doing reporting of y'all's shenanigans? Okay then. So this is what he said. In the fight over who is the real UDP. Where is it?
Why don't they do like a UDAP or something like that?
The release says there's a case law which protects against this and proceeds to advise the media houses to refrain from disseminating false information about the UDP, quote, so as not to expose themselves to litigation that will proceed against Tracy Panton and her alliance party, unquote.
Oh, please.
Well, that way, you say, you say, oh, please, she said, give me a break.
Yeah, please. I mean, we have to try. You can't stifle the press.
Well,
you can't stifle the press. That's the thing. We have to there to.
And I guess maybe though that are the kind of language and tactics where the people they not like.
Yo, come on. He not know the first one. Come on. Honestly, he not know the first one.
You know what it's not if he's the first one. It's you're being accused of a certain type of behavior, and here you go, right on cue. Refrain from reporting the news. because I will shake my lawyers and you might find yourself in litigation.
Yeah, well, I think that one of the news always need to challenge them because
Well,
a lot of people try to. Well, a lot of them, and I'm
Mr. Fine, insert give me a break.
Yeah,
from Algie.
I think that that's supposed to be frowned upon greatly by the public.
I'm just saying. When I'm in the region,
all media houses.
yeah,
you know.
I mean, we just do
Because
where they go on.
We have a few dibby piam people who did this already. We say if you even mention my name or any allegations already go on, I know something, 2 middle fingers up today, because if one of the public figures and one of do something, if one do good, one want to report it. So if one do bad, we should want to report that too.
And it's not even bad, it's just reporting. One side said in a UDP, the other side said in a UDP. That's the way you have to report.
Yeah. Well, I gotta tell you something. The way how I look on it is, and I know there's a UDP and there's a PUP and there's a ADP. They dub themselves the ADP, so they run as ADP, and if they want back the UDP.
There's always sub alliances and sub committees. John Saldiva had one subcommittee where he called something for something out west.
Please, then I have a football thing.
I'm just saying, you know, out of the realm for divisions, you know.
And I'm just saying.
But again, not for them thing. I mean, you know.
If this ADP
FD
was full of new blood, new ideas, and new energy, but it's the same old. It's the same old, no surprise or where the hell we are get because they did it already. And if we always talk about we want change, but we afraid for change. We afraid for anything. We want to upset the status quo, you know. And again, I know they push for nobody. I'm just saying that. I mean, Christ. Well, you know what I think it is.
Well, that's for their story, no. Not for we story. That's for their story.
Yeah, that's for their story, but for their story, that way everybody is saying. Yeah, it's not like nothing new is coming.
We can't say we go from our own party. That's not that they want.
Yeah,
they say they're not UDP and that's for their thing.
You but then say they're not UDP too?
Yes, the Alliance for Democracy, which was a movement against the party.
That sounds like a party to me.
Well, I mean, you could, again, that's your story, but that's not for their story.
Yeah, well, I shouldn't be getting involved in him. But, anyway.
Why you try to write their people's story, Groove? Let their people make their right.
I know to write nobody's story. I did go by where
they're not a group where they fight against and they dub themselves as a group. They never said it on a party, they said it on a group.
So they only haul on one logo for the fight. And when the fight done, you put on your clothes again.
Was it G7 a party? No.
No, they never call themselves a G. Like it wasn't an alliance for democracy or whatever.
That's semantics. I mean, you know, again, they're the right, they're for their thing. I can't tell them what to say and what to name themselves. But anyway, the part where I wanted to talk about was the part about, you know, the least slight against the media. You got the insert there.
Yeah, they did a communism move when you're on the top.
Okay, wait, I just had to say about that. Packliff can let me do open and I had my breeze gone.
I make the Comcast come back in?
Hit me there, Christy.
That's so ironic because if he thinks it's false information, under the criminal code, he can go to the police to make a police report so that then they arrest all these people with false information. But he can't go to his good buddy Chester to make a report because he has said some of the nastiest thing about the commissioner of police. And this is where he should learn to shut up his mouth. He made the biggest enemy. You lambaste the police, you call for the resignation of the commissioner of police, you try to diminish the credibility in the police. Now you have to lap your tail and go to the police and make a report about false information being spread.
What do you think?
Vice versa, the false information, he can be arrested and charged for false information. What's the false information that Tracy resigned? Isn't that false? Tracy, I told you outright, she hasn't resigned. Have you seen a resignation letter from Tracy? No, so that's false information. To say that they're a separate entity, there's no proof that they're a separate entity, so that's false information. I can list all the things where he is guilty of false information. The fact that he cannot accept that there's a resounding majority within his own party that is telling him get out, that's another level. But I think what is important in all of this, based on what you just read, it is an intimidation tactic against the media. But I can tell you one thing, there's two things that will support the media. The media's defense for defamation is truth and fair comment. That's if it's defamation. The media defense of false information is that you all are not creating the false information. You have a right. As one of the pillars of democracy in this country, you have the right to report it. And you could say, Shine is saying this and Tracy is saying, and you, the people, have to decide. For you all not to report it is to then to become complicit in the scandalousness that this man is trying to exhort. And it is also a reflection that he wants to dictate. He wants to dictate even to the media what you all could cover or not. Like, give me a break.
All right. You heard
And
it.
again, yeah. She's right. There's nothing. She's right. But what happened was there's many people that pulled that same crap and nobody said nothing about it. You know, nobody said nothing about it. I think what's happening, and again, you know, I think that China needs to look at the surrounding, look over the battlefield, see what your options are, and see what you handle. Because when it comes down to it, apparently he still have 18 standard bearers or something like that who there with him. You know, so I guess he got some reason to say, well, I hang on. But there comes a point where you have to ask, is the end game worth the uproar? Is the final goal worth what's happening? Because as it is right now, I give, no matter if that Tracer, if that Shine, I give PUP 2 more terms in office. 2 more terms, 2 more elections. You know, so whatever thing UDP thought they had that, oh, then they in office 3 terms or whatever, that they get brought right now, and you go back. I think that all the powers that be need to look at what's going to happen with these elections and who got money for waste and time for waste. Because if we have to call our election because of our constitution, make we don't dibby piam piam one. Because we don't know the outcome. Nobody got no money for waste. So, you know.
Well, that's not the people's fault. That's their fault.
That's their fault, yeah.
And again, yeah,
and this was
you disagree with me, but again,
Yeah.
when I say, when you are the leader, you're the first person
The buck stops here.
that you look upon and say, okay, this came under your watch.
You see, but I want to tell you, what I think is unfair about it is because people say, well,
Then don't be a leader. Then nobody know I say it under your watch.
Yeah.
Step away.
And then when you do, they say, oh, well, you can't do that. You can't do that, you know. But yesterday, when they asked you, a leader, what you want to do? Well, what I want to do is I'm going to constructively resign these people. Well, you can't do that. Well,
I know what. Hey, you know what? It's all. I'll come to an end. All you have to do, if you're so sure, and everybody sure, then we call on only election, only convention, and find out and done. Why you afraid to go to the people? If you say you got the people, we back you as leader, then just get one vote and say seat there. Why are you afraid to make them vote again?
UDP is quickly becoming a carcass.
That's what I'm saying. Good. If I know that if they say by the way, I know Lisa and Groove got my back. You don't think I'll be the first one to say put it to Lisa and Groove and make her get a vote? But why? The only reason I wouldn't want to go back to Lisa and Groove because I know Lisa and Groove not there with me. So, but if you show us something, then stop all the shenanigans as one leader. If you say a leader, put it to. Make it get it over and done, and see there once and for all. Where the vote there?
But
and so make it move forward and do what we really have to do to be this opposition where the country really need. That's our leader.
But exactly. But you know something, this gonna take some shrewd legal and political
All right,
wrangling.
and that because you're free to
Yeah.
go back to the people.
Because like I said, I think the UDP, they want carcass, the way you find in the middle of the desert or bush where died, but the skeleton still left together, but everything that makes it alive not today. But the skeleton that together, and that's what happened. I think the skeleton of the UDP that together, but all of the
And whether the current, yes, that the current status quo. But again, if you things that say if you are a leader, make the right choices. The right choices and be, you know what, we have difference of opinion as to who in charge. Carry the only way you could solve anything when you talk about real democracy, that put it to the people vote. Just put it to the people vote.
Again, I had to be brutally honest, and I tell you what, I can understand why he does not want to take it to the vote. Because of the crab and the barrel mentality, because of the die-hard.
So you're not sure that you got it vote?
No matter what. Because, no, I tell you, and because, bro, we have a way of jump on the bandwagon, that Bush, they call it sweat fever for other people.
Right, democracy, the people vote.
And but what happened at this point, I don't believe if they take it to the people like that, I don't think.
But I know where you believe that, whether real. No, he said he got.
I don't believe
standard bearer.
Shine. I know I saw. I don't believe I saw one. I don't believe that Shine, if they took it to a vote in the UDP, would win, because where you have to understand, you have the old guards where they try to protect their way of doing things, and then you have one new person come in where the old guards don't like the way how Hindi do things. Now, when the old guards realize that, the Wheelie party look like it broke up, the old guards have to get together to get rid of the new thing. And, once that start to happen, and you realize that the sheep, they're just lining up, because half of the people know where they know that way, but then people tell them for things, and where for them people tell them for no. So now you have a whole tidal wave against this dude. I know I said that the way when
you're gonna have the pops, I hear you. Wait, freeze. Okay, come on.
Yeah, and that was one of the things right there. So, but at this point, I think that this roller coaster already went to the top and it's coming down. And whip out a lot. I tell you, I don't believe that Shine will just get up out of this and go. But I think that would be the thing to do, because I don't think that there's enough backing in at the UDP if they went to a vote.
Well, according to him, he does, Groove. Why you argue something for him? He said publicly he has the majority.
Yeah.
So if you have the majority, let's get it legal. Why fear the inevitable? Let's get it done so that we could get on to the business. We could once and for all know who in charge. Who in charge here? My good friend Grandmaster. Who in charge here? And then get back to the real business of being in our position, please. Thank you.
Yeah. It's just
beat around the bush.
They're like if Hitler come back to Germany after World War II and say, yo, check me out. What can't go back?
No man, that's how you solve it. That's how you, when you have problem, that's how you solve it.
Yeah, but I also feel like when you have dramatic changes like this, you want to know that when this whole thing is done, there will be new ideas, a new way forward.
Yeah, again, you try write for their story. That for their story, make them go back to for their people.
For their story,
find out,
like
right? So find out who are being the really. That go back to the people. Call one big thing, you better get it over with and done. Get back to the real business. Nobody can complain when the real results come out. And say, you know what? When you have a dispute that I will do, you solve it.
Yeah.
How you solve it? If you're the top about who got the most votes, who got the most support, hey, I'll carry it back and we can find out officially who got the support.
Yeah, we not really got no say in our politics, because right now, then they try to figure out if they care Elon Musk the court for the try to pay for votes. We do that. In order to be a politician, you have to put your hand on the Bible and say, I promise to pay for votes. Because that's the whole we thing work. So You know, take it how you want it.
You know why? You know why the people go vote, my boy. You know why the opposition go get back to do their job.
My boy, it doesn't make a difference.
Yeah, it does.
I say something.
Go back to
what I noticed in 20 years, you know, make one difference where opposition they in a power or
But
they in a
I mean,
power.
but we talk about it, right?
Always, all what it is on paper show in the house.
But we still talk about it. We still talk about it.
You want to get up and you want to holler, but you shouldn't, and you still don't do that. You should have do that, then you don't do that. So the opposition only did it so you could say we have one opposition, not because it doesn't really serve a purpose, and that's under PUP and UDP.
But you still have to get the business done, regardless of how you know, if you think it's ineffective, whatever be the case.
Is that Father Cliff me saying?
Yeah.
Father Cliff.
Cliff man here come back at me, you know, because
Things that happen. Yeah.
take a break.
One caller said, if Shine Love believes he must step back at least for now.
You know, have to step back, just go have my vote.
After he changed himself, he can become prime minister. Most democracies are fake. They are financed by money people. Tell Shine if you have support, call a convention.
Look at that's all I'm saying. Let's get it over with.
Yeah.
Stop all the shenanigans. Just go to it. You know exactly what you need to do.
Yeah, but you know what happened again? I think to me personally, and this is only my personal opinion, taking this to a convention is like Billy's going to the ICJ. We only validated one bull crap that, you know.
You know, matter that that's still the process, though, Groove.
Yeah, I know.
Try to value the process. It's a process.
Yes,
And without the process, we don't have democracy. We are be whatever it is. Come, if you say, well, elections don't mean nothing. The process don't mean nothing. And we know that at the end of the day, things still happen where we not agree with how politicians do business, but we still have to at least maintain that, you know what, if it's such 5 years, the people will put their ballot down. That's still worth something. Yeah, but anyway, take a break, come back, and see what's going on this time next week with Mike Barrow.
Make a check with Christy. I have to be careful how I type because I'm missing some keys. But Christy,
Boy.
you got that public service announcement ready? Because if you could do it in this break or something, it would be really, really nice. I want to check out this PSA, Mr. Frisco. We can't do it like during the show because Facebook might flag away.
Oh, okay.
Or YouTube might flag away. But Christy says she's going to cut the feed or she's going to do it in a break. Some kind of way. All right. Yeah. Do what you got to do, Miss Christy.
Alright, welcome back, man. Free Flower Fridays. Free Flower.
Got a PSA.
Yeah.
Pick up the poo off the ground. Off the ground. That is a valid PSA because I have a lot of people out there jogging. I don't want to be, yeah. Very good.
Where's the stray dogs in? The stray dogs, man. The stray dogs are a real problem.
Exactly. You have to put that up and then they want.
Stray dogs, man. Carmelo.
Good morning, my two friends.
Yeah, what's up, man?
Yes, you said that you were going to resume with Commonwealth of Nations.
Mm-hmm.
And I am very, very much prepared to do so. The Commonwealth of Nations began as the British Empire. Canada, Australia, New Zealand, Pakistan, Afghanistan, and South Africa. That was the so-called British Empire. But from there in 1931, nations began to get independent. And so they entered into the British Commonwealth of Nations, 1931 to 1949. Eventually, many more nations became, and they started to shed away the crown. They said, no, we no longer want to become the crown. So out of the 54 nations, right now the majority do not recognize the crown as their head of state, including Barbados, the latest. Good. So I would like to shed away that anti-colonial, anti-British phobia that has crept into Belize. Pitiful enough. Why? Because we are inheritors of a language. But English is not our language. We adopted it. We inherited it. For example, our culture. You always talk about rice and beans and cake and this and that. All came from that colonial period. So our culture is based upon that same thing that we call old colonial or now Commonwealth. Then we have, for example, our laws. Our Supreme Court, our laws are British. We did not copy that from the United States or Guatemala or no. The British gave us that. I am so happy about that. Education, again, this comes from actually the British. Then the American Jesuits joined them, but originally it was the British. Father Gillett, and all those English priests that came here, they gave us the education system, the democratic traditions. We did not get from Russia, or from you, or from France. No, we got our democratic traditions by the British. Then, we also have, among other things, Commonwealth countries are able to work together. Canada gave us free sewage water system for Belize City, $55 million. Canada gave it to us free. They gave us the Balkan Bridge. They want us to give us a system of the Havillands. And Mr. Price reduced it to costly. And we have been dealing. There was a plan to create in Belize a Commonwealth military training center. They came from India, I saw them. From Pakistan, from Tibet, the Gorkhas, and all some of these nations they joined here in Belize, and about 8 nations and they were here at the mountain Pine Ridge. Military with our own defense force.
Yeah.
And they were willing to establish a forest training base right here in Belize. But false pride caused us not to follow with that plan. Guatemala would never dare touch if they know that they had soldiers from Indian, Gorkhas, Pakistan, Afghanistan there at our training. They would never dare. In fact, when the Gorkhas came, Guatemala soldiers run away from the job. And anybody from Benki Viejo. The Kaibils, they were there, the killers, killing machine, they call it. When the Gorkhas come, they run and disappear out of the day. I am trying to tell you this, and I will have to say what I will say. I am the only living Belizean that fought more than anybody else against the British colonial system. I am the only one, and I am proud to be, that I fought from the year when I was 17. They arrested me, they vilified me, the police stopped me from having public meetings. I went to hell. $30 a month as the mayor of this town. But I only tell you one, I fought against the British colonial system more than anybody else that is alive right now in the village. I can say that because all my friends, they died already. But what I'm trying to say is this, there's a phobia. Anti-British, anti-colonial. Okay, fine. You don't like it, you don't like it. But what I'm trying to tell you is what I tell you. Give me a good reason why you remove the Commonwealth of Nations holiday. That is not British. Commonwealth is not British. 1/3 of the world population of 8 billion, 2.7 billion are members of the Commonwealth. 1/3. Isn't it all good, proud to belong to a big organization that we can call as friends? I attended to 2 of them, big ones in Nigeria and in Jamaica. And close friends, they speak English like me. They understand what it is to be a former colony. No other region will treat us. But we have not been taking advantage of it. We are ignoring it. We don't know what we thought sometimes. And me want no brother come about a few colonial thing. No, sir. That is not a colonial thing.
It's not for me.
So they have 14.
It's not for me.
14 colonies remaining, Bermuda included, Cayman. We are part of the realm, the last realm. That's why they have to defend us because the man decided to attack. We are one of the 14 remaining realms of the British.
Yeah.
United Kingdom. So I leave you out with that, but I have plenty more to talk about, but I will leave it for that. Thank you very much.
Yeah, that, yes. Thanks. Yeah.
One of our listeners said Commonwealth supported Belize's independence. We want
it's a group of countries. I mean, at the end of the day, that's what it is.
Yeah, we wanted to know some of the good things that the Commonwealth did for Belize. We found out the Balkan Bridge was one, the water system was one.
Well, there's continued. I read some that continues to happen. The problem is with that is
We don't know.
And with many things, right? We talk about the lack of, it's happening, but if you don't know and you're not in that immediate company, then the vast majority of people don't know nothing where going on there. If you're involved in something that's happening, then you probably know. And that's why I asked the question yesterday. And so I guess there are things that continue to happen in real time where if you don't hit the news, and even if you hit the news, you might just fly by,
Blow by like a lee breeze.
Yeah.
Like Don Hector rightly said, this was started by the British with these nations that were colonies, and they became a part of the Commonwealth now. That goes to what I'm saying, that it's a change of name.
Let me grab this one. Carmelo?
Hey, good morning. Good morning, guys. This is Albert Tunes here from the one of the coaches of the male national volleyball team program, no?
Okay. What's going on?
I was wondering if you could give me a bit of time to just big up some of the guys from the U21.
God they strong.
Yes, man. We the volleyball fans.
Hold on, my God. Yeah. Got you.
Yes, man. Thanks, man. We as coaches, I know we not much into this thing and so forth, but I'm trying a new approach. I'm 55 years by this earth.
Yeah.
And dealing with volleyball for the last over 30 years.
You have to give me a poem when you're done.
Okay, man. I just like to big up the U21 male national team that traveled to Panama to participate in the 28th Central American U21 Championship 9th October to the 18th October. The guys returned last Friday. We returned last Friday with the bronze medal, where all 7 Central American countries have participated, no? So, I don't know to give me a limit just to big up each of the individual players, because I think the young men we have to try show them out as individuals and keep them in the limelight to motivate them to continue forward, no? So that show that beliefs do care for them, no?
God is
man. First, I want to talk big up Kaelin Ingram, one of the most dominant players in Central America at his age group. In that tournament, he won the best opposite and the best scorer award. Secondly, our captain, Eliza Mejia, a devastating attacker, arguably one of the hardest hitters in Central America at any level. He won the best attacker award and was second in best scorer, best server, that is. But both Kaelin and Eliza is one of our top players in Central America, no? We have thirdly Preston Smith, an outstanding outside hitter, who was solid throughout the tournament. He when some of my guys might be a bit down when I give the ball to him, he now want to put it away and do good for the team, not keep the team afloat. You have Kyron Sutherland and Ryan Usher, who are both beasts in the middle. They are our middle players. They in this tournament, they really kept the opponent in check, forcing them to always change their attacking strategy against the team, no? So making our defense a little bit much better and aware of what is happening, right? And these two young guys, both Kyron and Ryan, have drastically improved in the last year or so, no? So to be very dominant in Central America at the age group. We have Dante Gill, or a libero, who did his job as the defensive specialist on the team. Then we have 12 players, right? So I'll just go through them quickly. Yeah, man. I want to pick up the first Mennonite athlete to represent volleyball internationally at any level. Eric Thiessen, a.k.a. El Blanquito, affectionately called by the Panamanian announcers. Every time he made a substitution, and said, believes we put in El Blanquito. So, and he was a catch for the fans there in Panama. We also big up both Clifton Fernandez from PG and Albert Lawrence, who was originally also from PG but now represents San Pedro. We have Elvis Garcia from San Ignacio, who his passion for playing, every time you give him the time to get him on the court, the passion that he has was infectious to the other teammates, no? which made them seem to be enjoying the game and have that passion in the game. And finally, the 12th player, Chris Tandani, Tadani, sorry, no I pronounce it wrong. He's also from PG. This is a young kid, just turned 18 on the at the tournament on the 11th. He really worked hard for the last year to be where he is as a volleyball player. Finally, I would like to big up the coaching staff, the Cuban coach, Yamil Herrera, and myself, Albert Tunes, were the coaches on that team. Also, our team manager, Mr. Don Ben, or affectionately known as Benedicto Ramos, who made sure that all necessary things are in place to make the team successful on this trip. Finally, can I just big up the Belize Volleyball Association for their hard work and dedication to make volleyball the most popular and exciting sport discipline in Belize, no? So guys, I would like to thank you for giving me this time to big up these guys. We came in last Friday, but because I think the weather was threatening and so forth, there wasn't much, like we came in the dark basically and dispersed because there was a warning out there, no?
Well, congratulations to you guys. And whenever you have any information about volleyball or your team that you want to get out, feel free to call the Morning Stew. We got your back, you know.
Yeah, sure. So let me take this opportunity also to mention that this year is basically for all you, both male and female. The U21 is the first to have been that travels this year. They did runs. Now we are working on the U19 with our players that are 17 years and below. So there should be participation in the U19 Central American Championship to be held in Salvador in December. So they are in training. They were in training in the summer of this year, no?
You're not going to U60 tournament to work?
Repeat?
You mess it
You know the plan on U60 tournament?
By all the way the price for that tournament there was.
So what they medal again? What did they medal?
Bronze.
Okay. All right. Great.
Yeah, bronze. And that tournament was so close. It was just a point or two away from a game that Belize can. I mean, Belize match up with everyone. We are ranking high in Central America. No, it's in fact actually it's a team that most people measure where the tournament is going for the last 2 years or 3 years. No, want to get past the Belize volleyball team. Normally, you're close to that gold or silver. No.
Right.
Well, you
tell that, no? In fact, when we played Panama and the different teams that require the fund that came out for the Belize Panama game is far more than the fund that came out for the champion team who was Guatemala and Panama. And so the gravity where Panama thinks that the team to beat was our team, no?
Right.
Yeah. Well, we want to tell you the same thing that we tell all of our players that go out of the country to represent us. Whether or not you guys come back home with medals or not, we appreciate the effort that you all put in, and we appreciate the talent that you all have. So when you come back with medal, even sweeter. But we love you guys anyway. Well, we gave you all the time. You got one poem for it, because usually when people wear the sports come on the show, that Terry G make them start to have to give poems. So you don't go and leave poem for it.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. Like I just mentioned, coaches are not talkers. So we're poem now come to the front of doing right now. We are more motivators than we'll call it for the moment motivators.
Yeah.
That
Make I give you a poem. And this is the next time you call, we want something like this. You ready?
Listen.
Roses are red. Yes, roses are red. Tulips are smelly. If you can't catch us on the radio, watch us on the telly.
Why? All right, my brother. Thanks for the info, man. Thanks for the update.
Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks.
All right. There you go. Volleyball. Volleyball is fast becoming maybe Belize one of the favorite sports. I mean, I enjoyed the last time when the girls played. The Civic was packed. So
yeah, it's very competitive.
Volleyball is getting up there in popularity.
And we got to start supporting, because the more we support, the more energy we show to the players, the more energy the players want to put out.
And I always like volleyball, you know, but there's a like a big lull for me, you know, like since high school, and then when the girls played a couple of years back, like there was a resurgence for me personally, you know, volleyball. Then the boys played, the male played as well. Sort of like, you know, like volleyball give an injection of good energy.
But tell me something.
For the last 5 years. Yeah.
The girls, then they do better than the boys, you know, volleyball, right?
Yeah.
I believe. I believe, yeah. That's they're good in that sport.
Yeah.
You know the Menendez brothers, Mr. Frisco?
Yeah, but I was watching I started to watch it, but once I get past that, they did it. I don't really want to hear the rest.
They got this Netflix series with the Menendez brothers, and this is one story that happened that I remember because I couldn't believe it. And then I heard that the Menendez brothers, Kyle and some other Menendez, they killed their parents in 1989 to get a trust fund that the parent had or insurance or something like that. Yeah. And they killed them, and they got arrested, and they got sentenced to life in prison with no, well, like it said, with no chance of parole. But apparently, because of good behavior, and I think they've been over there like 30 years or something like that now, they're going to be going to the parole board, and they're going to decide whether or not they should grant parole to these guys. And I'll tell you the truth, I don't believe they should. No matter how good they were, I don't believe that they should.
They probably not get even if they go to the board.
Yeah, because these two guys...
I mean, a serious premeditation, you could
Yes, they killed their parents.
Yeah.
That's the lowest...
I don't know, hey, they'll just put on a shotgun and do it like, yo.
Yes, I don't even understand why these two guys are still alive. Because I always feel like when you give somebody a life sentence, you are having the family of that individual through their taxes pay to keep these people alive. And what is the ultimate goal of keeping them alive? So they could dead in a jail.
What state was that? Because you know certain states don't have death penalties. So
that was a state of intoxication, a state of derangement. I don't know what state that was.
Speaking about, just after we came off this, one of the news packages that came in yesterday about a woman and some kind of crazy experience.
Bro.
That is wild.
That's sick. And then the religious, you all notice that there's an uptick in religious perversion that's going on?
Alleged.
And yeah, what?
Just cross my eyes, I mean, and that me teeth.
Oh, all right. You better cross your legs. That's what you need to cross. We only have stories to go. Because, allegedly.
But according to some people, they said nobody got that. I mean, you could preach if you want. And listen to me. I was having a discussion, right? Quickly, like in the middle between the insert, right? Somebody called me about the thing. I say, yo, I the reader, okay? And the person said, well, you know, sometimes a lot of people say they have church, but when you go there, you hear a lot of noise, but when you look inside, all day and their family. As the person said that, and I went back into the insert the play, already that way, I ended up to read the exact line where I say, well, the neighbor said, I really a church call here if family to go there anyway, so. But I mean, you know, that was a wild claim. A crazy scenario. That like out a movie for real.
And I tell you why I think that was a wild claim again. That's the one of them redneck trailer park action.
Yeah, man.
Because I have to tell you where I'm asked down about. Imagine if that girl never get well. What do you think they may do with that girl? Because they couldn't release her after what they done to her. So what do you think they may do? Because the story would have been, oh, she get up and go under her parents and we never see her again. That would have been the story. And let me tell you, when I decide to follow people, well, like when I said, I only hear in family, but don't know anybody will follow, you know. Don't know anybody will follow and you listen to what they say because half of them check it like what they tell you something. Not only, let's go say the husband, 24 years old, the wife come back and they grab her and say, all right, you're not going no way. The pa should I have enough sense to tell his son, no do that, son. But let's go say the pa never had enough sense and say, we are continue. The man should I have enough sense to say no do that. So to me,
well, the father, the person, he's being accused of inappropriate behavior as well.
Exactly, but the mother knew about it.
That's what I'm saying. So, you know, we know the state of mind of people today, and why even, you know, you literally kidnap somebody.
Yeah. I think that we need to stop bringing out of there Gino Jennings and all that crazy people for talking for we air because, you know, the last couple of years we had good preacher. When nobody do nothing.
Like a lot of fly-by-night.
Yes, and now all of a sudden, you know, the last couple of years I know about 3 right up at the back where I could name, including this one with a minister.
I mean, if somebody devious and then decide they want to start preach, you can't really blame the practice of being religious. If somebody don't know to your body and decide that they want to start preach, you can't blame religion for now one day. You don't have somebody who is probably unstable and decide that, okay, well, I want to start to preach.
Well, that's what I mean. I never blame the person who do the thing, you know. I blame the person who can do the thing today. Because I ain't not go to church personally because I ain't ashamed for saying nobody where they preach Bible today.
That's okay.
In Belize or much places to tell me nothing about Bible. I could teach them about Bible. So me not.
But again, the individuals, like you say, you know, anybody could jump up and say, start preach.
Yeah.
You know, come hello.
Yeah, morning stew.
You're up.
For some reason, when I did on the call, I don't say this because the call kind of often, but no here Steve's too good, right? So sometimes
because Steve there on the computer.
They're not intentional, right? But in terms of this whole religious thing, right? I think you mentioned earlier about you see uptaking of these religious organization. No specific denomination, not like that, but you realize that like there's a lot going on and people kind of say, but yeah, people religious on thing, right? But I will say this, right, that if you don't want true believer, a lot of the things you know and do. A lot of times, right, they have people, the easiest way to destroy something that's from within, not outside. Right, so
that's UDP.
Religion, they're under the attack right now, right? I don't know I'm a religious person, but I'm very spiritual, right? And if you believe in the Bible and things, you understand that you know, in the days when things come to end, you know, if you want to use that word, you have a lot of false people, right? Right? Whatever you want to call it. So a lot of times when you see these organizations happen, like the Muslims, the Christians, you know, wherever you want to look at, right? People want get in an organization for do bad intentionally so that you can say, say, well, I can't follow religion. I can't follow them because, you know, they're not honest. But a lot of times we have to really and truly think outside the box and understand that for a real believer, no one do anything. Alright, so you know, and it happened more and more. I mean, with the seat, and sometimes, if you look right now, I know for a fact, right, the Catholic Church have a major issue right now, recruiting priests.
Yes.
Right? So then even it look on the whole organization, and one of the things that there are a big discussion right now is that we allow our priests to be able to marry, right?
That was a dumb rule to begin with.
That one give them an additional pool for draw from, right? But the true people, this is my opinion, no one doing things. These are false individuals who go there for intentionally destroy the reputation of, you know, the organization itself.
And I think we'll get caught up in the narrative that the preacher, rather than just this person actually did something have it within the accused, within himself and everybody involved to do this thing, who just so happens to be somebody where said in a preacher.
Well,
No, when I look at it,
right? So like instant people, this
Yeah. That one made it get that point I'm trying to make.
That, right?
You get caught in the narrative there quick, yeah.
Yeah, so
That's a very important narrative.
Like a lot of times when people do things, you want to say, this person not that enough to do that, this person not that enough to do that, but you might never know that the person not really that,
Yeah.
Like I happen in news, I ask somebody, if you go to the church and like, apparently like when there 4 people go to that church,
quote unquote.
whatever, the building or whatever, right? So, but I just like I always try and give one a different perspective because different angles. You never know, right? Like sometimes I get caught up in the news because the news again, the media is there for a purpose, right? They sensationalize everything because they want audience and audience convert to dollars and advertising and all that, right? So, I for all the people, spiritual people out there, and and non-spiritual who just live on the fence, I say, you know what? No me the people who go there with intent to destroy, control the narrative of how we view religion and spirituality, because there is a place to it, right? There is a definite place to it.
Yeah.
Especially
there's a place for religion and there's a place for common sense.
That's just my...
Yeah. I said that the individual and whatever it is, they in a them, like the Menendez brothers, right? You never know them.
If you're a true believer, you don't behave that way.
I mean, just you have to be a regular ordinary citizen and you not behave that way.
Could you hear me, brother? Could you hear me, brother?
Hold on. Good to say something there.
It's hard that this is a religious person, so even more crazy, but again, the person might not be that.
Yeah. Initially, somebody say, well, I'm a preacher. When I really dig down, you find out, I don't really know preacher. Somebody way.
They're a cult leader.
Yeah.
But I mean,
that cult behavior groove, that is right. That cult behavior. Thanks, Carla.
Peace be unto you, my brother.
Thanks, Win.
Oigan. Because I want to tell you something. I wouldn't go to a doctor about mechanic problem.
Right.
And I would never understand in our 1,000 years what genius decided to tell priests you can't get marriage. You could give advice about family, but you can't get married. You can't have interaction with the opposite sex, so you could give an advice. And somewhere along the line, you have good priests and you have bad priests. You have priests who could control.
Well, it depends on which denomination, because Anglicans, you could get married, you could be married.
Yeah, but you know what? Yes, we know that why that, because Henry VIII, the Catholic Church never want to give Henry VIII permission for divorce the wife. So Henry said, I don't need to put in permission. Bam! See, I got my own church, Anglican. Anybody could make one church whenever they want. Google that if you don't believe me. But anyway, when you want to tell somebody that they have to go against their carnal instinct, where the same God wanted to preach about, give to you, I want to tell you, you have to hide that. I know it take up for nobody, but every now and again, one good person could just lose it because of that. And I think that now that when they allow women to be priests and then they think about having priests get married, they're on good move. I think it's too late, but they're on good move. What they happening in the world, I think that more and more people are pulling away from organized religion. And
well, that was written, It was written,
Really? Because I believe that they are going now into like a spirituality phase.
So that was written, It was written.
Really?
Yes.
So let it be written.
Yes.
And the reason why
that's what happened. It's written that this is what happened.
Yeah, because the reason why I think it's happening is because people realize that the people we see on TV are rich. The message where they give is give me for no money so I could become rich and wanna stay poor. When uno dead, uno get for no riches in heaven. And I tell you something, me no want no bloody riches in heaven. I want my riches, just like uno. So people are realizing this now a game.
Well, it is also written about false prophets. I mean,
yeah, but there's always been false prophets.
All right. So then the ones right now where they fly the
But you know
jet,
what an incomplete
and have the
tell you, sir?
mansion and drive the big fancy
Yeah.
car. Are false prophets to the highest level.
Tell you that the book of Revelation talk about the end of the world and this and that. Then I even realized the book of Revelation was talking about the next king. Right after Jesus me born and things like that. They were talking about then. But we didn't make this seem like, oh, that then it talk about, no man. This thing is again, this book was written and all these books where we to read were written to subjugate and keep us submissive. If you take away anything from these books, you learn to turn the other cheek, to love your neighbor like yourself, to love your enemies. All of them the crap.
I think about it, without some of that moral compass, you think that anarchy remain living, huh?
You know that when they do the Africa, you know, the guy there with the good words. Oh, I think I get back to something.
Hold on. I gotta grab this. Don't get Raman area. Yeah, where you going, Ram?
Yes, greetings in the name of the Most High.
Yes.
I hear all of the big say about volleyball and this and that. I think at some point, some males used to believe in maybe some years ago, I was one of them, that volleyball was only for female. That's the reason why a lot of men did not, in those days, follow volleyball. But no, indeed.
Not here.
What's going on?
I don't know. Not here. You're going low.
Yeah. Why?
Yeah,
can you
the, the back. And again.
So I'm not a person who buy friendship or sell friendship. I need friendship. So I want to give up the money too. I want money the 3 Musketeers with the 2 of you and Lisa. Hello?
Yeah, go through.
I want to give up the team, robotics team that went to Guatemala. They went to do some competition or some kind of robotics team, you know.
We doing good in that.
No, in the religion aspect. Remember I told you yesterday, all religion do something, but if you have to practice what you teach. If you don't practice what you teach, then no matter what you live you're into.
Yeah, you're unclear there, Ram. You're really unclear. I don't know.
Yeah?
All right.
Oh, no.
No, yeah, better know. Yeah.
I was telling you that the religious aspect, yesterday I tell you, no matter which religion, as long as you practice what you preach, okay? If you practice what you preach, then you are in the right track, right? Like the young man said before me. You know, I do not know the context of what you believe, your Bible, your scripture, the Exodus, from Genesis to Revelation. You will follow that. But today you have too many people. You know, I was so amazed. I can't believe it. That's hard to. I asked him to read again, Kahira Bible reader, and explain on the radio why is it a lot of young people these days they don't believe in the commandment, the 5th commandment, honor your father and your mother. They actually somebody actually want to tell you that they don't owe nothing to the parents. Could you imagine? I said, boy, that's contrary to what I grew up. When I grew up loving every person, my pa, my mom, my granny, my auntie, all the elders. But then they say, no, so. No, you nothing. We never asked you for bringing us here. But, you know, I'll give you a break if you want to say something.
All right, Ram. Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Can't do back and forth like on this, Ram. So just get to where I want to say and then we'll move on.
Yeah, that's it. Respect.
All right, good. Yeah, but take care.
Good. Yo, Joe says, going back, he says, don't forget that the Menendez father was one of the ones that came before P. Diddy. And he was molesting his own sons and other young artists, like the guy from Menudo, and also one of his nephews. He was a big record executive who, at the time, was untouchable, and there was a lot of evidence that the prosecutor and the court at the time didn't even enter them. They are now seeing that these brothers were not given a fair trial and should have been.
Where was that said?
No. You know something? Yeah.
I asked where that come from. Where that info did come from?
Oh well, it's common knowledge. I remember them saying that when that happened. I remember them saying that when that happened.
Was that covered in the Netflix thing?
Well, I don't know. I didn't watch that Netflix thing. But let me just say something as to what Don Hector had said earlier about the Commonwealth. And again, this has to do, I believe, with a generational shift and the way we look at things. First thing, a lot of the nations in the Commonwealth, they're leaving the British aspect of the Commonwealth. They're becoming republics. And the reason why that's happening is because they don't like being ruled under England. Don Hector said that we inherited. And the only thing that I would change, he said we inherited language, food, laws, education, and the democratic tradition. We inherited that. I would say that was imposed on us. Because, you know, history good for look back and go into, but sometimes I have to figure out, well, I'm not going back no more. Because if I go back further, my mind might explode, because I could easily say, well, you know, we had a way of doing things.
I didn't even know what that made way. So, we wouldn't be here.
You're gone. I'm not here.
You not hear me?
I'm not hearing you now. I heard you just now, but you're just gone.
I don't know what's going on there. Oh no.
Press the button. Press the button.
Nothing? Let me check. How no?
But I will. Yeah, there you go.
All right. Now, what I'm saying is, yes, you have a history, and every country have a history. But then that's your, whatever that course was, is the reason why we are where we are today.
Yeah.
Whether for a good reason or a bad reason, but so Belize and this nation and what it is right now is because this no may be this if that never happened.
Yes, exactly. But you cannot say that that wrong.
No, I don't say you're right or wrong. I just say that the course, right? That the course where why we're there, why Belize exists, why the Creole and this whole dynamic. That like you know in our nature you call it evolution, natural evolution.
Yeah.
And that's
this
where
because the Garifunas and the Mayas have a basic, they have a knowledge of their history, and we Creole, we still a little bit confused, or at least I am, because from what I know is that we had our cultures, we had our tradition when we did Africa. We weren't even Creole. We became Creole somewhere between landing in Haiti and then place and getting to Belize. So now, we really don't even know what our history is. We don't even know what kind of food we may like, what language we may talk. But
yes, the Black Creole, yes, the Black Creole. Yeah, there's a...
Exactly. Now, when you say that we inherited, that's not a word where you could use that we inherited all these things. But forgive us that. They had to take out everything that we were before to impose their language.
I think nobody they argue that. I don't think nobody they argue that.
Yeah, and that is why I just can't find it in my system to glorify them and to look at them as some great people.
But who did do that? Nobody did do that. Who did do that?
Because by saying that we inherited these things, it would be like they made us better.
No, your interpretation of that.
Yeah. And I'll tell you the truth. You know, looking to be honest with you,
we could say we inherit this. We could say, hey, I inherit this, but that's something we like, but that's something we inherit. Where
we inherit.
The course of history say, okay, this is what we have. That course, they never. And for many cultures, countries, and societies, the current status and scenario never come from a good place. So many countries share the same kind of story we share, but.
Yeah, but the thing is, I watch paternity court. A lot of picnic band and it's on big man or a woman, and then they look wrong and they want to find them biologicals. They want to find the ancestors.
Yeah, not like that. I really want. I mean, going at it sometime. I will not pay that much mind when start talking about which tribe originally we may belong to.
Yeah, but we don't even know.
Yeah, we don't know. We don't know. Creole, right? Yeah.
The Creole never get invented, I believe.
Yeah.
It never get invented.
There's a disconnect. There's a.
Yeah. So even though I understand and I tell you the truth, maybe sometimes I look wrong and I say, boy, I glad them let me get me out of Africa the hundreds of years ago because look how we did. No, we got TV, we got much time, we got all kind of thing like that. And that's the one way to look at it. But for some reason, I just got, I mean, a lot of people just, look at it as it's just one pile of crap where we put gold pan and it's say good for it. Because we were doing fine before that. So
but I don't know what I'm going to do before that.
yes, well, I according to Eddie Murphy, I'm coming to America. We were all kings.
I don't know what I'm going to do before that.
King.
Yeah. Right.
That's it. That's the way I heard. Yes.
That's what I heard.
Yep.
Very good. Okay.
The Legions we have to boycott Elon Musk because it try to get Starlink, a system like we're telling them. But Elon Musk has been having conversations with Vladimir Putin. Elon Musk gets a lot of his equipment made in China. And China asked Elon Musk to turn off Starlink over Taiwan so that Taiwan have like problems with internet and stuff like that. And he didn't do it as yet, but this guy ain't no good. At a big, everybody we greedy, we got money for link with the devil, and they're trying to link with Elon Musk because this man the vampire. If you don't think the billionaires where we got the Jengwe, yeah, imagine the richest man in the world decide, but you realize Elon Musk could buy billions?
Oh, lot of billions.
Yeah, watch that. Give me Belize. I can take care of all of this politics thing where they go on here right now. I'll put in Donald Trump. Anyway.
Yeah, we're living at some strange times where at one point this same person never agreed with Trump and all of a sudden he changed his mind.
Yep.
So you have to ask the question why. Well, at least he shared the same party, but but most don't know politician.
J.D. Vance hated Trump.
Most people, I think, do. Trump. I think a lot of them still do, but because they want that power, they're willing to sacrifice their own pride.
Ted Cruz. Donald Trump told Ted Cruz, your patriarch killed JFK and your wife ugly too. And Ted Cruz supported.
Yes, all of them they got no shame and pride.
Yeah, no shame, my boy. But, wait on though, I hear that then still if you get the McDonald's where they work the other day. Yes. You can't get the orange dye off of the counter. But
interesting. We gotta take a break though, and then
yes, we do.
$99 advertiser special continues. Come back with a news package as well. So let's do that, folks. We'll be right back.
We just want to say big up to Christy because she's not in the Atlantic. Christy is out in the Pacific, tearing up at a category 5.
Man. Start with one name, going to come again.
Yes.
That doesn't need. I tell you, we get in that moment there's a level of we get spared.
Oh yeah. There's a lot of things happening around us, yo.
Listen, the energy with that thing had groove. I think energy passed through Belize, gone through the whole land. Mountains, Guatemala, Mexico.
That's a Nadine, right?
Yes, a continuous spin and rotate. That never broke up in there. That continuous spin
and develop
and spin till it reach the Pacific. Still at 30 miles an hour.
That's right. And build up.
I don't like, but why this thing not disappear? No, this thing continuous spin till it reach it and say, okay. Make it do it again, yeah. Hey, tell you the potential that thing had over this side, where
nature is beautiful.
That was time and save,
I think what happened. I think that Christy they try show up Lisa. They say yeah, I can't remember Lisa.
Better over the other side, so we take that break. Come back.
Very strong, my girl.
All right, welcome back, man. Locked into the morning stew. Hey, it is the 25th. So Friday. Welcome back. Welcome back. Hey, we got a news package, Sir Groove.
Hold on, good sir. We got 2 minutes to go before we miss it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I need me to pay attention to that.
We just also got word that the family that's accused of kidnapping was just arraigned.
Okay.
So that is what's happening with that story right there. Let me see. Oh, while we wait to do the news, while we're waiting on 7-Eleven, one of our listeners says if the priests don't marry, they're more likely to be wicked. A true believer will look just like a wolf in sheep's clothing or a false prophet. We prayers save we from hurricane. Them say, but a lot of people who pray not save. So if possible, we must build good cement house.
That is wild.
Man, don't sound like you got too much faith in the faith.
That is wild. That's a nice take, eh? Just in case prayers don't work, try building yourself some.
Yeah.
Storm
That's
worthy
why I believe
houses.
you admit, That's why I believe you admit that we something to save we for hurricane and not to save we for hurricane.
Why? Can't tell believers no have faith.
It's that interplanetary convergence zone.
Well, the best time to have faith is 7-Eleven, baby.
Baby. Make sure you know that way you got faith in it though.
You have to have faith. You gotta have faith.
Exactly.
All right. Let's do a news package.
And this news package is brought to you through the fine courtesy of Smart. No.
Over the weekend, near the conclusion of the Alliance for Democracy's Unity Convention, a police mobile was called to guard the UDP headquarters. The fear from the Barrow executive was that the newly declared interim leader of the UDP, Tracy Panton, would storm the headquarters with her supporters. Commissioner of Police Chester Williams on Thursday told the media that he called off the officers and said the department will not be used as a pawn by either faction.
I had recalled the police from there. I said to them, I don't want police to be involved in the love affairs of the UDP. We're not going to be used as a pawn by either sides. That's an entanglement that they're in, and they must find a way to solve that. If it is that there is a threat to damage to property or a threat to life, then the police is going to respond. But in the absence of that, to be manning the UDP headquarters or the likes, the police is not going to do that, no.
And Commissioner of Police Chester Williams did a meet and greet in the Caesar Ridge area within the Port Loyola Division. This time, the commissioner was accompanied by the area representative, Honorable Gilroy Usher. They explained the importance of this collaboration.
Well, basically, the police, along with the area rep, Mr. Gilroy Usher, has been in the port since last week. Last week we did the Jane Usher Boulevard area, and so this week we're doing this other part of Port Loyola. Again, it's a part of the ongoing community policing initiative and the police working in tandem with the area rep, so that normally come on this meet and greet, people will say things to us, some concerns that we cannot address, that the political rep in the area could address. So Mr. Usher is here to ensure that those issues that relate to his office, that he can hear from the people and see how what he can do to address those issues.
And so the whole purpose of this meet and greet is to assure the citizens that the police is here to cooperate with them, to combat crime in every possible way, and also to persuade the young people to take advantage of the many benefits of the LIU program, to earn an honest living and also learn life skills, so that it is more easily for them to find employment in the wider community.
What do you think contributes to the decrease in crime?
Well, one of them is the effectiveness of the police in monitoring different areas and in developing confidence in the people that whenever they assist the police in crime fighting activities, that will be kept within themselves and the police.
Based on the discussions you've had with residents over these past days or the week, like you said, are there any specific areas of concern, like maybe overgrown lots, anything like that, that residents have come to you and said, we need it solved?
Yes, certainly we have had those situations, and those are issues that myself and the minister have pledged to address. Looking at overgrown lots, we just discussed when we left the basketball court that the area is a bit too bushy, and we will partner next week to clean the basketball court and the park area on Caesar Ridge. So there are issues that we are addressing jointly.
News package brought to you through the courtesy of Smart.
This plan, I can't leave this plan. Smart, release.
Hey there, smart thinkers. We're turbocharging your mobile experience with Smart's powered up postpaid plans. Imagine a world where your data speed flows faster than ever. Well, guess what? We've cranked up the dial and unleashed the postpaid power of Smart's lightning fast LTE data on all our postpaid plans. That's right, no speed bumps, more data. It's like having a limitless highway of data speed at your fingertips. Whether you're a lone ranger with an individual plan or a squad rolling with a group plan, everyone gets to surf, stream, and share at enhanced, full, high-quality speed. Switch to Smart's powered-up postpaid plans today and ride the wave of postpaid power. Visit any Smart showroom or smart-bz.com for details and make your mobile experience smarter and faster. Smart, bringing people together.
I know I can't let this plan. I can't let this plan.
Can't left the plan. Can't left the plan, my boy.
I had to tell you.
All right. Let's get into a word of advice. I got some advice for you, boy.
Yes, because you're not going to get one for the rest of the weekend.
Tell me what you think of this word of advice here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, let's get that going. If I were to give advice to somebody, now this would be the advice. Well, this is agree or disagree. That's what I want to know. And the advice I would give to you, especially guys. I mean, I could speak for the guys, but I mean, anybody could take this advice. But hey, it says, Groove, always go out in public dressed like you're about to meet the love of your life.
Oh, breaking tobacco.
Yes. No go out in a public look like piam piam.
No, dibby.
Dibby, you know.
Well, I can tell you.
So, I mean,
you're right. You only have one time to make a first impression. No.
But you're going to meet the love of your life. You just said dress like you're about
Yeah. But the thing is, again, not only love of your life, when you go to anybody will say, I said, matter heck, why I dress good. But then I realize the only reason why I didn't dress good, that because Mr. Frisco tell them, that's what you're supposed to do. Normally, you see, like me, when I'm young, I'm there against the thing. I used to buy my clothes at thrift shops because I mean, like that feel, that look, and all that kind of thing I was against. When skinny boys, they gay pants come in, and skinny jeans, I never wear them.
Right.
Well, I never wear them. Like everybody, look at this one. Everybody know big man wear tight pants look like, they know what they look like, but hey, everybody else to wear it, so they wear it. But anyway,
yeah,
you should go looking decent, but there comes a point where you just don't care. You know, when you know the kind of person you are, clothes does not make a person. You know, I got a shopping on my drawers. I got that kind of thing. You know, clothes don't make nobody. You know, if I get dressed up for go to a shop there, look at me and say, what happened to groove? You know, I'm allowed to wear drawers.
Well,
shop,
I guess you could make an exception for shop, but I mean, when I say public, like, you know, you're going out, maybe you have, you know, you're going on the tongue, you're going, maybe, you know.
I dress for the occasion. That's what, if I go in on a dance, I dress like I'm going on a dance. If I go in to dinner, I want to dress like I'm going to dinner.
Right.
If I go in shopping, I go in a short pants and slippers or whatever because I don't know big deal. But I cannot argue with the point that when you go out, you should look decent.
Yeah.
You should look like if you meet somebody and I say, oh man, I wish I might wear something different.
Yeah. Yeah, because you never know who you might meet or what situation you might run into. And then, you know, you find yourself uncomfortable because you don't have your best foot forward. You know what I mean?
No, not really, because I know politicians that pass through my ear and I took pictures when they with my drawers on. What? I'm the best drawers, do you think? I think I raised like to put on shots. What?
Groove has single-handedly legitimized using the word drawers all over again in the vocabulary.
Why you can't say, we're wrong with drawers?
I'm just saying, nobody really use it, but I mean,
what they use?
Yeah, you know, I might have to start to say it, like, you know, in your drawers.
Yes.
There's
another word. That's another word where they take one another meaning, you know. Because drawers were like chest of drawers.
Chest of drawers.
Yes, right. But for some way we got underwear to drawers, they call it drawers. So every time you tell somebody, go in my drawers, they're right there. No, you know what they mean.
Right. Somebody says, even at home, you should always look nice, only to impress yourself.
Oh, please. Well, I have to tell you something. There's something to be said about that. There is something to be said about that also. But when you are home, that is when you need to let loose all the facade and stuff like that, you know.
Yes.
Anybody?
Let your gut out.
Yes. Stop the hole in your breath.
Yes. Okay, here's a question then. Sidebar. There's a saying that people like to say, you know, well, I don't do nothing to please nobody. And so I do, you know, people like say they do what they want because they know they don't do nothing to please nobody. But how accurate is that statement for those who make that?
It's a very deceiving statement.
It's a deceiving statement, right? Because everything we do for please outside.
No, you're not doing things to please nobody, but you would hope that people see you the way that would have been on good light.
So people's opinion do matter, and that's the reason why we do things. So people like say that, but I don't think they really understand that actually everything you do is so that we can blend into society. If you're a person who wants to blend in society, there are those who know about blending, and you know those, you know that you know the ones.
Oh yeah,
you know the ones.
Everything what you do, one get one response from people who observe what you're doing, and most people would want one positive response.
Right.
You know,
but some people like say that, Groove, and so is there legitimacy to that, or just a fool yourself saying, well, I don't know what people say?
Yeah, there's you're the fool yourself.
Yeah.
I use that statement a lot.
Yeah.
When I use that statement a lot, sometimes I remember a time you go in a Ladyville go shop, and I had on my best Sunday drawers with my nice slippers and my
goes again.
and then I say, yo, babe, put on a pants, man. I said, but babe, this is my Sunday one. You know, and I did put on a pants, but you know.
I mean, that's the reason why we don't walk about naked and nude, because.
Yeah. No, the reason why we don't walk around naked and nude, they're gonna get arrested.
Yes. So you know, if you want if I never care, I mean, I walk, but who cares?
Yeah. Well, if I know me I get arrested, me know me I care.
You know me I care? Stop it.
Yo, my boy, I tell you something. You know how much time you go to beaches and when I used to go to a nude beach. You know, I never want to go to a regular beach. I want to go to a beach real good, you know. Yeah. Okay. No get no tan line.
Well, I mean, if you go to a nude beach, that is expected.
Honestly, honestly, no. If you go to some place, Switzerland, foreign France, any place, and they tell you, yo, let's go for this nude beach, would you go?
That would take some thinking, because you'd have to be comfortable in doing so.
Comfortable with what? The only thing you have to be, everybody else.
That's something we used to. If you're not used to it, you're really not used to it. If you're used to it and carefree, then, hey, draws off, my brother.
Draws off, yes, right.
Quick call, Colonel.
Listen, you know, you all heard what happened yesterday in Colombia Forest Resort?
No.
BDF captured some poachers and thieves from across the border. Captured them, arrested them.
Where?
And according to the news,
where was this?
Guatemalan soldiers came and took away the captives from the Belize Defense Force.
Oh, yes, I heard about that.
Happened in Colombia. What a thing. My Bobadilla must want condom from wherever they captured some poachers that are stealing Bahama, and the lumber is right there. But then Guatemala soldiers came over, about 10, 12, surrounded our soldiers,
outnumbered
and
ours.
let go of the people.
Yep.
The spokesperson that is a lieutenant, that is a girl, lieutenant that spoke for the BDS. Yes, he said, we were caught in that situation, and to avoid provocate whatever the hell they call it. The bloody thieves.
Yes, that happened on Belizean soil, right?
We want more than this to call on the ICJ that these people are totally violating the rules of jurisprudence or whatever they call, or court, contempt of court. How can these people come and take away things from us that are already captive with the goods where they do the lot of lumber and they show it in the Channel 5, I think, last night, something like that. No, this is exactly where we are. But we are very happy like all this. Nothing happened at Salto, nothing happened at Chiquibul, nothing happened at Colombia, nothing happened when the warship come from Tabaranco. I only think that because I fight for this country all my life, and it hurts me to see the sacrifice that we made is going to naught.
Don Hector, what would you...
Thank you very much. I'll leave you with that.
I'm going to ask
her, what would he do in a situation? Because you know something, I heard that story.
I don't think much it could do, I mean, you know.
Yeah, you know, I don't blame the BDF. You are outnumbered. There's like 3 of them to like 10 of the Guats. But if these people and the military, you know, respect our adjacency zone, because there was some genius gonna sign one thing where say we don't have no border. So we can't even save somebody that for we land because we don't gonna want border. That was one clone that signed that, whoever that was. But anyway, you know, the one military incursion in a recognized country, another country's military, they come in, and like Don Hector said, you hear it and we talk about it, and it's one incident at a time. It's one at a time. But when you look at the totality, that's why every day I say, God bless Wilma here. Because if it wasn't for him and people like that, Guatemala done me and Texas soon already. Because we no care. The only thing where we do, that diplomatic note, diplomatic message, diplomatic this. Put some soldiers on the borders. I mean, they know what boy I tell you. Anyway,
well,
the information that the command.
The soldiers were there. The soldiers were there.
No, put soldiers. Don't put one each.
We only got X amount.
Yeah, then borrow some money from somebody and pay the soldiers more and get. Like I tell you, first.
Well, I got this quick. I hear you, Carmelo.
Yeah, what's going on, guys? How you guys doing?
Yeah, what up?
Yeah, fair point. Protect with it.
Hey, Groove Master, only big people go to New Beach in America, you know. I don't see no fine girls at no New Beach. Everybody go wait. I can disrespect you over people, but that's what you see at New Beaches. You know?
No, not really. Depending on which beach you go to. You live in Las Vegas and I got no beach.
Well, speaking of Vegas, as a nutrition, we got pool parties that are new here in Vegas at the MGM, you get at the Wood, you get at the like Tropicana. There are nude pools here. Any pool that you go to, it ain't nothing but people that you really don't want to see at the nude pools. I don't go there. I'm an electrician. Sometimes their motors burn out in the jacuzzi or the sauna or the whatever. So I got to be there to service the weathers at these pools. So what I see there is not something that I want to indulge with, Group Master. You know what I'm saying?
Really? You got to start hanging around by the people.
Yeah. You as a married man, or if I've been married before, or have a girlfriend, but when I go into the public, you're married, so you don't care about going over there in public and you come away because you got something to go to home, so it doesn't really matter to you. But a person who's out there looking for something or trying to catch, you got to go out there every day as a pimp. You're a pimp.
You're actually wrong, Casale, because when you're married, Donna usually tell me, why you go out like that? You're going to make me look bad.
Ah, that's true.
Yeah, I'm going to make her look bad because people going to say your wife not to take care. And I have to tell her, yo, my wife vexing me right there. And nobody got them lose their mind for telling something like that.
Right. But suppose I go out to Walmart to do a shop. There's a bad chick that I want to catch on me. But I would come up to the floor, you know what I'm saying? So I can't touch that. So your first impression could be your last impression. I may not see that girl again. And I'm looking all
you see that girl and you there, if you there in there dressing and see the girl, just walk up to her and say, hey, half of the clothes are already off. What about the next half? You might make her laugh.
All right, guys. I just want to talk about it for real. Nowadays, with these girls, your first appearance could be your last appearance. I mean, that's the way it's built nowadays. It's structured with these new girls. These new technology girls. If you don't look good, you look flag your attention because she think you look rich because of the way you look. That's how people judge you here in America or even believers. They think you're rich because you got clothes on. Oh, yeah, that nigga clean. So that means he got money in his pocket. I could be the richest person in the world.
He just faking the funk.
Yeah, fake the funk. Yeah.
Anyway, guys, Mr. Frisco and you guys out there, y'all be good out there, Billy's land. Peace.
Enjoy weekend.
Take care, bro. Yo, remember that show that I was telling you about where they pop the balloon kind of thing?
Over here is, gray skies, my brother.
Yeah, over here is, I'm looking at the same sky.
This morning the sun was out, but not now.
Yep. When they have like 10 women with balloons, and throughout the show they pop the balloon, but when the first balloon get popped, as the person walk out, depending on how the person's dressed, a lot of gal pop them balloon because, a lot of girls materialistic, a lot of men materialistic. If you don't have one label on it or somebody name on it, they don't want to wear it. And, that's just how society is nowadays. But when you are somebody like me and you don't care about what society thinks about that kind of thing and you just think practical, you do the right thing. But that's how it is. Every generation have the new thing.
Yes. We'll go. Girlie, let's get that going, because, hey, I want to send a shout out to Ellen Sue, the one and only.
That's right. Yo, did you get a thing? I never sent you one thing about Saturday Night Live.
No.
Okay.
Any other visuals
Right.
you got? Let's roll that too.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
All right, here we go. I want to thank Miss Christie for always being on the ball. I wonder where that phrase came from.
On the ball?
On the ball. On the ball. Yeah.
I don't know.
All right. Ooh, this girly word was said by Margaret Thatcher. Don't follow the crowd. Let the crowd follow you. Good morning. Very good, Miss Thatcher. Should I repeat that, or you got it the first time?
Don't follow the crowd.
Yes. Let the crowd follow you. Good morning. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got the first part of the man's perspective.
Mm-hmm.
And we're working it up. I wonder if I start to read before 12, right?
Boy, it's a good question. Let me check the map. The map.
Yes.
The map.
We had two people from Sri Lanka here. One of them had to leave. Mr. Nadawan had to leave. Mustafa Nadawan had to leave. Yes. All right. The man's perspective says, your lack of commitment is an insult to the people who believe in you. Put that in a pipe and smoke it. If the cap fit, wear it. If the shoes are your size, put it on. Your lack of commitment is an insult to the people who believe in you.
Yeah. Yeah, let me down.
That's right. A lot of times you might not want
let me down.
Yeah, you might not want to do something, but you have to look at the people who are depending on you. Yeah. Yeah. All right. You say something, all right. Listener says that was extreme provocation by the GAP. Informed Briseño, the UN, the Commonwealth, the OAS, Russia, ICJ, etc., the Justice League, the Avengers.
Yeah, but Dick McLaugh. Yeah. Okay, all right.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Carry
Mr.
on.
Frisco.
All right. You know, we talk about things that affect men.
Yes.
And I think that affects some men, sometimes at an early age, is male pattern baldness, sir.
Oh, Lord have mercy. I suffer from that.
No, you have a healthy head of hair.
Yes, thank you. I don't care what nobody think.
But it's a thing that, you know, it affects men psychologically because, you know, your hair is a part of your look, and then and so let's take a look at how you know how you cope with male pattern baldness. What's the easiest way? How the easiest way to cope with that?
Shave off your head.
Bald your head, right?
Shave off your head. That's how, you know something? Male pattern baldness. You had a few people. Yul Brynner, Telly Savalas, Michael Jordan was the one that brought it to the younger people. But there was a few people who being bald, oh man, that was rare. But then as man start to get this, you know why men shave their head? Because they get the bald up front, yeah? And they don't want to have that Homer Simpson kind of hair.
Okay.
So before they get there, they cut off everything. I say, what? This is, even if your head don't look good, I say this is a style.
Okay, just let me interject here.
Sorry.
I'll get back to the male pattern baldness. I mean, it would be a, you know, it would be a, for any man, you know, and especially if you have
alopecia?
Especially if you have it early. Yeah, well, that's another thing.
Isn't it like alopecia?
No, like real male pattern, like you start losing hair. I got one of my brethren there, he me like, 20s, and he start go bald like early.
That's hereditary.
Yeah. All right, real quick, according to the news editor, that this situation happened a couple of weeks back.
Really? Are we just to hear about it?
And yeah, it happened on September the 5th, and it wasn't the gaff. It was they detained some illegal loggers, and more loggers came. More Guatemalan loggers, yeah. People came, surrounded the BDF.
So we got me shot then without starting an international incident.
Well, I guess them come with weapons too.
Oh.
And so the BDF started for the same reason.
Yeah.
To not have it escalate, thus, you know.
It was a wise move.
Yeah. So it wasn't the gaff. According to the Crime News Center here.
Mm-hmm.
But still, very serious that, you know, they bum rush the BDF camp where they made hold the ones that were detained. And, and more didn't come, more Guatemalans came across and kind of bum rush the camp.
Get them, release them.
Yeah.
You see?
Just clarity, no?
Yeah. According to Don Hector, the Commonwealth wanted to come and train here, but for some reason they weren't allowed to. Yo, make I tell you something, bro. This is so easy to fix, but we coward. We don't want to make a stand because we don't want to put one red line because if anybody cross it, oh Lord, where we are do? We need to get police soldiers out of the city upon that border and have what you call it, watchtower bases or something. We need to put some fence and electrocute some fence, you know, along the way, some barbed wires or concertina wires and thing like that. After hell with this adjacency zone crap, because the only people who this adjacency zone the benefit that the Guatemalans. When last you hear on Belizean, they go across Guatemala, go take anything.
Yeah, I always benefit the aggressor because any scenario I always benefit the. Even if you have borders, they still may do the same thing.
Yes, but we are making it hard.
Well, I mean, when I say borders, we have border, but I mean, whatever be the case, they may continue to do the same thing anyway.
Yeah, remember we give up for we border?
Yes, but still, even if you never do that, they still may do the same thing.
But the thing is, you just can't left your door open.
I know. I just say when the aggressor continue, either the smaller one, then the aggressor, they continue to do it under any situation, you know. So I'm just putting that point out there.
Yeah, at some point you have to make a stand. You have to let these people know something. Get 2 grade and go dig some trench right along the border. We don't got no time limit. You got 50 years to do it if you want. Just do something, because right now, if Adam in Guatemala, Adam will do the same thing. Because Belizeans no care. They are make we fishing in the water. They are make we ram the military boat. They are make we come in there and take the wood and thing, and they don't want to do nothing. They are write letter to go to people who don't care.
Well, I mean, this happened in a free territory in a protected areas.
That make no difference.
So,
the only people that get charged in a protected areas, I believe.
No, that's just what happened, right? But anyway, male pattern baldness. I know for men, especially the vein kind, you know, looks, appearance, big thing for some people.
Yes.
And, you know, if you're styling and profiling for part of your life, and then all of a sudden you start losing hair, that could be very traumatic.
Well, I mean, about the way to be more.
Psychologically, because now this is something that starts to affect your appearance. And maybe you believe that, you know, going bald might not be the thing for you.
Mm-hmm.
That would be terrible. That would be terrible. That would be terrible that I have to go bald for try blending now. And that's not something we want to do. No, so coping with that, I don't know, but there's a couple of things here. He says you might want to seek out professional support. I don't know. I still wait to see who the therapist in Belize. Who is the therapist in Belize?
Well, you have
to face the problem. And you might can't face it on your own. So, there is a negative about it.
Yeah,
depression might step in. You go bald.
No, but where people realize, I might be getting old, but come on, man.
No, you said that, but for some people, why do you think people do all kind of thing? Because it literally affect them. It affect them. Again, if you looks that your thing and you really into your looks, and then all of a sudden one day you hit 30 and you start go bald because of your genetics, man,
So you think some of the men were bald out there today where the profile like a style would I want to have my full head of hair?
I mean, the ones that are bald, I think they've embraced it, but there are some who probably don't. And that's why there's a whole industry for people where they lose their hair. Right?
They got his tape. They got his tape.
Yeah, the new thing now that the units, the man units.
Yes. You see, you know,
it is what it is, I mean, you know.
Yeah, but when I understand about that, when you put on something like this is what we are talking about, going out to make that impression. All right, you put on your good clothes, you put on your hair and thing, all kind of nice thing out there. At what point now do you tell the person that you've attracted, wait, hold on, I got to cut me here.
Yeah, you're right, that's it. Okay, good, yes. So, hey, I don't know how you handle that one, them, Bali. I don't know. Maybe you don't have your wife, and this is just to the general public.
Yeah.
Because, you know, when you don't have your wife or your woman and they don't accept you for who you are, and same way you got your wife, and buy your wife and roll out, go buy a wig. You know that done your wife hair.
Exactly.
Put in long braids. You know your wife don't got long hair, you got put in braids.
When you meet one girl out there and got on a wig, you would roll the dice. Because you don't know when she holler at after. What go on and
so, I mean, if the ladies could do it, you could get away with it too, because, you know, you the home with your lady, we get good hair, and she put on braids and put on a wig.
You know in a work, so there ain't no man who that get home and do what their ladies do and just holler off and wig. No man that get home friend and just holler off.
But this is what I'm saying. So I mean, the part about because it's like a given. We as men, it's a given that when your lady to roll out, you might pop on a wig. Wig the one thing a woman buy.
Yep.
But we not second guess it. We know he not that long. We know he not got that style. But we don't say nothing. When they you know, hire the lady if you come pull in their braids, say, well, you know I don't belong to her. Your hair ain't that long. But we accept it. So I guess your wife could accept that you'd put down one man.
I gotta run for a second. We should take a break.
Oh, you get wet? Alright.
Yeah.
But yeah, all right, we'll take this break right at this point. Yeah, I'll come back and then deal with weather and birthdays and finish up this subject. Yeah. All right, great. Let's do that. Aboard and welcome back, man, to your Friday. free flower Fridays.
That's right.
I hope you get some free flower wherever you are.
Mm-hmm.
There it is.
I'm getting that.
There it is. So yeah, man. You know, we're talking about coping with male pattern baldness, a thing that many men suffer with. If you don't take it well, that's something you could change, physically. So either learn to live with it or, you don't worry about that thing there. Every piece of advice here is talking about, seeking, help from, outside sources so that you could cope.
Mm-hmm.
If you really bother you that much, I don't know. I mean, certain different things affect different people in different ways.
If me a pattern baldness bother some people wait till they reach old age.
Yeah, happened to people pretty young, and men now say, oh, I am in depression because I had to get bald.
Well,
one advice is to, maybe seek some advice from other men who got bald before you, see how they manage it, what kind of advice they want to have. Another thing is to seek, be informed about, why to go bald and things like that.
Yeah.
But, I don't know, all of these things you talk about seeking help. If you really the bother you. By the end of the day, it's still a bother you, and not much you could do if that's
I
something.
think that there's a level of thinking it's unfair. You know, why should I go bow so young on everybody? You might come to things like that.
You might not even be young. I mean, you could be 40, and then all of us 40 at the age where, you know.
But the good thing is that nowadays they have things that's supposed to be able to stop the balding. Yeah, I believe so. They have all kind of thing when they pull hair.
Why if LeBron James can't find it, I guess it's not available.
My boy, you know, see LeBron got here now.
Try for me. He go do the same thing when they want to do till he come out.
Yeah, that thing they do?
Yes.
Because they got thing where you could then pull hair out like under your arm.
The follicle replacement.
Yeah. There's things where you could do if it affect you that much, you know.
I can mix. And that casts a grip if you know that no cheap thing. Some people have bad experiences with that. For somebody, you know, process where you know you read about or you see on different stories.
Yeah.
Some doctors do it good, some don't do it good. I like breast enhancement, you know, augmentation. Some do it good, some don't do it good.
BBLs.
You know, so women go do certain surgery and bomb your hair, they dead because the doctor never do it good. But I mean, hey.
Now man saying the ball for 30 years and it's still the ball.
Oh man, that is that is wild.
But you know what happened? The thing is, if you look at all of these futuristic movies, it looks like male pattern baldness is going to take over the world in the future because most of the people bald is the future. And the thing about balding is, the good thing about it is that it was a stigma that we changed to a fashion statement now.
Being bald?
You know,
that's a that's a plus. Yeah.
It was a stigma at one time, but we changed it into a fashion statement. Now you have people who not even they go bald.
They got bald.
Where they shave their head.
Yeah,
you know, so
that is true.
Yeah,
that is true.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on then. Let's get into the weather.
We gotta hit the weather.
Yes, man. Cause
yes. All right.
In that same body area, there's a nice flare up going on right now.
Yeah. It was a good thing that we got two people from Sri Lanka. As I said before, we had Mr. Nadawan, Mustafa Nadawan, couldn't make it. But we have Mr. Pubakin still here. Pushma, you ready? Ladies and gentlemen, here he is. Pushma Pubakin.
Oh my God, not that close to lunch. Oh Lord. Pushma Pubakin.
Mr. Pubakin.
that like one of the 5 miles in the bathroom, G. What do? You call Mr. Pubakin. Oh Lord. Oh Lord.
Ouch.
Yes. Yeah, we've all had that one.
Oh yes.
Yeah. That's that is one of the worst what do you call that? Feeling? What do you call that? Feeling?
Yeah, feeling.
Experience? Yeah. When you're literally the far from any bathroom and you got the gripes.
I remember.
That is.
I know a lady. We had to use the bathroom bad. We come from a party one night and had to use the bathroom money. We opened the door and it take off right straight to the bathroom. The light for the bathroom they off. Lady hauled down underwear when it sit down and let loose. That is hit me the down.
Okay. All right. So let's get the weather real quick here. Sorry, but I'm the multitask. Sorry, I missed.
There you go.
I guess I missed something very, very important. Somewhat moist northerly airflow prevails. We started with cloudy spells today, mostly cloudy tonight. Showers and areas of light rain or thunderstorms will be generally isolated, especially over central and offshore areas today, inland this afternoon, with an increase in shower activity expected mainly along the coast tonight. Winds blowing north-northwest. Sea state light chop, waves 2 to 4 feet. High temperatures 86 along the coast, 88 inland, 73 in the hills. For the outlook for Saturday and Saturday night, calls for skies to be mostly cloudy. Some showers, periods of light rain, and a few thunderstorms will affect mainly the coast Saturday morning. Then shower activity will gradually spread to most areas by the afternoon. Note.
Note to self.
Note to self. Yes, yes, yes. Currently there's a low tide. Just 4 minutes ago, but the tides will be high.
Moving on.
At 6:16. Sunset this evening at
5:24.
1 minute sooner than yesterday.
Yesterday.
Yes, yes. Moon sets this afternoon at 1:31. Will rise tomorrow morning at 1:08. Tariq Matthews at the National Meteorological Service.
Thank you, Mr. Tariq Matthews.
The tropical weather outlook calls for no tropical formation over the North Atlantic, the Caribbean Sea, and the Gulf during the next 48 hours. Although all roads point to. If you look at the visible map, if we can, I don't know if you have that one. You got the zoom map. If you hit the zoom map, you'll see a nice flare up right down there. So, you know, right on schedule, Groove.
That's right. Next to.
Yes, and so you know that's the era where this, where they say all the moisture will come and probably form into the next storm, sometime next week, according to the GFS. The GFS has this storm moving in all kind of direction, either up or west or northwest. Pull it up, carry it, drag it up so we could get that gulf there by Nicaragua. No, next way. Yes, there. So now the GFS, just run it one time. Cause you have to have the models. We never get an intro for the. We could do it as the extra. Outro, sorry. I don't know where I get that from.
The extra.
Extra.
Read all about it.
So yeah. So that's the GFS. Currently, that's the direction they say the storm might take, which is away from Central America. You have the entire weekend and next week to figure it out. So we'll see.
That's right.
We'll see, and that's based on the fact that the fronts coming down from the Gulf and the U.S. coast there will, according to that, steer that whatever it is away, if it does form. So yeah, the models. That's the weather right there, man.
Thank you very much, Mr. Pushmapu, back in for that.
We got
very,
birthdays?
very interesting take.
We have birthdays or no?
Oh, yes. Yes, we do have birthdays. We also got a couple from yesterday, I believe.
Okay, let's do it real quick then. Mr. Lenny with the birthday.
It's the day you've been waiting.
And I really rate Big City, kind of comedian,
Yeah.
At this
with
hour.
one plate of food.
Yeah.
One plate of food.
Why you got
all right.
Something smells very high there.
Good morning and happy birthday going out to Mr. Kristen Tillett. Happy birthday. This is one half of the whole. Celebrating a birthday, coming to you from mom and dad, the entire family, wishing you many, many more.
Okay.
Yes. Also celebrating a birthday on this day is the one and only, the other half of the whole, Mr. Keegan Tillett, celebrating a birthday today. So happy birthday to you, Kristen and Keegan.
Are they
coming
twins?
to you from everybody. Yes, they are twinning. But, that's right. Also celebrating a birthday on this fine day, the 25th day of October, is the one and only legendary Mr. Red Adan. Oh, what you mean? Respect me, lion. Happy birthday to your earth strong for life, as they must say. All right. Coming to you from everyone. Wishing you many, many more. That's right. So there you have it. You have any on the book?
Boy, watch out, wait a minute. Boy, I'm going to take it. Nah, braided.
Yes.
No, I got nothing by the book.
Chicken?
It look like fingers.
Why? You still have picture of Christopher?
Yeah. Predatory? Predator?
No, you said that the whole St. Dreads look winning the cabal.
Oh, Lord.
Why, Christian? How you could do that, man?
Lord, we gotta go.
God, Christian. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a real live week. It's been very, very good. I want to say thank you very much to everybody who participated in the show this week. And today, Don Hector, Honorable Mike, regular callers, I want to say I hope you all have a great weekend. It might be a little bit damp this weekend, so try to stay dry. We're going to see you.
I want to send a shout out to Beverly Price, Tanya Apollonio, Gordon Young, Monique Tucker, Jacqueline E.B. What up?
Our stewards.
Yeah.
That's right.
Those who took the time to say hi on the book, so yeah.
Exactly. Ladies and gentlemen, you all have a great weekend. Do something good for somebody, and we're going to see you on Monday. In the meantime, ayo.
That too.
Yes, man.